We are here at the Dreams Riviera Cancun, and we cannot wait to spend the next few days relaxing and playing.
In this video, we'll show you a room tour. We'll give you a little bit of a glimpse of what it's like to spend a day here, and we'll also give you some tips to make the most out of your stay.
Let's get this adventure started. We're gonna start off with a room tour. Does not come with a little munchkin, and it's a little lived in now, but I really love this room. When you first come in, it's to this big open space. You have the bed in the middle, there's a couch, we have a patio. But my favorite part is if you turn, kind of pan this way, the bathroom is just like right behind the bed. So we have these big open shutters, the sinks, and it's been perfect for Jordan to just kind of like run laps around this room. Very baby proof if you're coming with children. Huge shower, which has been great. Toilet, not exciting. But again, I just love that it does a full circle around. Makes it feel so much more open and spacious. There's also a mini bar that's fully stocked, which is great if you want to drink in your room. And then another favorite is just how bright this room is with the huge windows and the sliding glass doors. And again, those shutters that just really connect both rooms. It's been really nice to spend our time here. Let's show you the patio real quick. This is a basic room. We have the tropical view. So we actually look out over some of the like central garden area, and there's a little hot tub jacuzzi here. But overall, it's been really nice. And we even have some slim views of the ocean, so I'm surprised I didn't call this an ocean view room. Our tip for the room area is really if you are wanting to be intentional about which building you're in, I would recommend the north side, which is kind of the opposite of where we are, if you want maybe a quieter room, because we're right next to the activity pool. So that's where they've been doing the night shows and then the all-day activities, which doesn't make it easy for this guy falling asleep during a nap time or bedtime. That's all right though, he's been fine. It seems like in general, the lower the room number, the closest to the beach you are, and then if you want to be closer to the restaurants, have less walking, go for those higher room numbers.
Someone's rearranging the furniture.
What are you doing? Now we're gonna show you a day in the life at this resort. Let's get to it. Every good morning should start with some coffee, so we stopped by Coco's Cafe to get a little latte with ice because it's hot out. Very good.
Post coffee, we're gonna make our way over to what I think would be the next step in a typical day if this is your thing, which it's not for us, but walking over to the gym. And the gym and the spa are located like through these trees on this like separate offshoot of the property. We're gonna peek in. We haven't been yet since it actually is the morning time and we're filming this in real time. There's probably some people working out, and you know how it is, phones at the gym, kind of frowned upon, which is fine. So we're not gonna shoot too much, but I'll try and pop back over later when it's empty, show you some stuff. I also don't think we're gonna necessarily make it to the spa this time since we have Jordan with us, and honestly a little bit because of the cost, but I think they seem to have all the typical offerings that a spa would. Okay, let's check out the gym. Even just walking in, passing through the spa, they have one of those fish foot things, which I always find funny. The gym here, they have typical equipment. This is like a little yoga flex space. I think they might have some events in here as well, and then the weight room. Seems like a nice space. Post coffee, post workout, if that's your thing. We're here at breakfast. We're at the buffet. It's called World Cafe. And I think this is where our next tip comes in as well. One thing we've noticed our time here is that if you get here too late, and I would say the busy time is about 9 a.m. or so, definitely more crowded, so it can be a bit of a wait to get in. And you could tell the food's just kind of picked over, so arriving early definitely helps. Otherwise, they have a ton of options here. Like the omelet stations are fast, which is good, and they have a lot of pastries and lots of vegetables and fruits, so they have a ton of options, and it definitely feels like it fits the space here too. Enough stuff for Jordan to eat, that's for sure. They also have a juice station, and they have a little kids corner too with some kids food, and they, I think, put us in a kids room here too. So I feel like that's a nice subtle way to give the adults a little bit more of a fancy meal's perspective.
There are a couple other options for breakfast. One is the steakhouse restaurant, but that's only for the Preferred Club, which might be one of the few perks for Preferred Club here. They don't have their own pool. It does look like there's a beach section that's reserved for them, and they do have an indoor bar lounge area that's Preferred Club only. So not too much there. They probably have some premium liquors too, I'm sure, maybe some room benefits. So that is a tip for you for weighing the Preferred Club compared to the normal. We didn't get it this time, so you know, take that with a grain of salt. And then the other option for breakfast is room service, which we haven't ordered yet, but we will try and order something at some point to test it out. So if you want to stay in your room or wake up to breakfast in bed, that's an option for you. All right, next on our agenda is to hit up the pool. There are 3 pools here. Actually, there's kind of a few more, but there are 3 main pools. One is the infinity pool. That's adults only, so we spent a little time there yesterday while Jordan was napping with Kyle. The ladies did. And it's nice. It's beautiful. It overlooks the ocean. That also has a swim up bar, so if you're looking for that, infinity pool. Then there's the baby pool, which is behind me. It's not a baby pool, it's a kid's pool. They have a really shallow area, so it's only like, what do you think, 2 feet deep maybe? So Jordan can even stand in it. It's a little bit warmer because it's shallow, but you can see there's a cool play structure behind me with slides and water sprayers and dumping buckets. So lots of entertainment for the kids to stay busy. And then there's also the activity pool, and that's where they do all of the games and volleyball and yelling and hooting and hollering. We spent a little time in there because Jordan can actually get in. It's a little deeper, but it hasn't been too crazy at all. I think some of the resorts we've gone to, the activity pools are really crazy and in a good way, like fun, lots of activity, tons of stuff going on, but not what we're looking for right now. And I mentioned there's more than just the real 3 pools. There are a lot of rooms that have a little plunge pool in front, a little private area, and then there's at least one kind of jacuzzi jet pool that we've seen that is off kind of more towards the room. So nice if you want something smaller.
There are a ton of loungers here around the pool as well, surrounding each of the pools, including overlooking the ocean. As with any resort, I would say, again, the earlier the better if you want your choice of spot. One particular tip for this area is just there isn't a ton of shade outside the umbrellas. Like the umbrellas are really the only shade provided because there just isn't a lot of trees or anything here that's adding to that. But they are really good about like moving towels that are unused and things like that, which I feel like a lot of resorts say they do, but don't necessarily follow through. But there's a lot of spots to relax. And then in addition to the regular lounge chairs, they also have the cabana beds or volley beds and different things that you can rent for a fee. Kind of odd right now because the resort isn't super crowded, so a lot of those things are empty. But that's something to note, I think, if the resort gets a little bit more crowded as well.
Another tip for the pool is if you can't get shade because all the umbrellas are taken, they do have umbrellas around the property, likely intended for afternoon showers, but you can prop it in the chair right behind you and make your own sunshade.
Quick interruption to shout out our partners, Happy Shuttle Cancun. Every time we visit the area, we always utilize Happy Shuttle. It's just so nice to get to the airport and know that we have safe, reliable, and easy transportation to our resort. They're always on time, ready to go, easy to spot in the chaos of the Cancun airport. Their website is super convenient to use, and you can even get a car seat for Jordan. They had ready to go, they had cold bottles of water. We will never visit Cancun without using Happy Shuttle and recommend you do it as well. Check out the link in the description below. Now back to the resort. Let's take a quick lunch break from the pool. Jordan needed a nap, so I actually came up and ordered room service. The room service options are actually really good. They give 24-hour room service. So again, we talked about it as an option for breakfast, also lunch, dinner, and late night snack. Ordered a couple burgers here, but they actually have several options for lunch around the property. In addition to room service, they obviously have the buffet, and they also have lunch that they serve at the Seaside Grill, which is like the steakhouse at night. We had that yesterday, very delicious and a lot of great options. Then they have the Oceana restaurant, which we had the first day we arrived, some great seafood options. And then they also serve food by the pool. They have like pizza, burgers, fries, like quick things that you can grab. The service by the pool overall has been like 10 out of 10, fantastic. We've had nothing but positive experiences. And honestly, that goes with the service throughout the whole area. Excited to give this a little bit of a go. Might not be the last room service we have, but a perfect balance while little Jay gets some rest.
Let's talk about our next tip, which is activities. So our main tip is to download the app because it has plenty of information to offer about what's going on every day, what the shows are at night, different areas you can access, the restaurants, all the things you want to know about the resort. But we are going to check out a few of them, starting with some activities for kids. So they have this little Explorers Club behind me, and it's ages 3 and up, but it is for free. It's like a little day camp for kids, and they have an awesome play area. We just watched a whole crew of them going to do some bungee bounce thing. And they also have a room, it's like a nursery room for babies 0 to 3 years old. Parents do have to stay with them, but it's air conditioning, there's a ball pit, there's tons of toys that are great for that age. So I think that's something we'll have to bring Jordan to later to check out because I know he'll love that ball pit. The other really great thing about the Explorers Club is just the grounds are so awesome. They have this cool pyramid, rock climbing wall, they have this like big net structure. So lots of things for the kids to do in the club. And it also is open until 10 p.m. So we saw last night there was a sign that they took them to dinner at the little kids club area in the buffet. And then last night we also watched them doing some dance competition. They were playing like a freeze game and they had prizes. So they definitely keep the kids entertained all day long. And I just remembered the person working at the Explorers Club mentioned that they do have babysitting services as well. So you have to arrange that at the concierge. I'm not sure exactly how much it costs, but if you want a dinner or anything, you can do that too.
They also have activities going on in the activity pool. The entertainment staff is always trying to get folks involved in different things. They've been doing sand volleyball. They have a crazy game. They're doing some surfing right now. They've done yoga classes. They're always getting folks moving. And so if you're looking to get involved or connect with other folks or just have fun, lots of options there as well.
And the last activity is all of the water sports we have. There's like kayaking, stand-up paddleboard, even this catamaran that you can take out onto the ocean. There is a conservation fee that you pay, but otherwise you don't have to pay anything to rent them. And then they can also help arrange like motorized boats if you want to do something like that. Tons of activities here. You will not be bored. In the afternoon, we always love to come down to the beach. It's usually not very crowded, and Jordan can run around and go crazy. He's really enjoying the sand. It's all over his body. It's nice because we are easily able to find a spot down here. For some reason, at all-inclusives, no one comes to the beach. They always hang at the pool. Missed opportunity. There are a ton of lounge chairs. There's little palapas for shade and some tables. There's a bar down here, a volleyball net, soccer goal. There's even a little preferred club section.
Our tip for down here at the beach is the number one question we get in our resort review videos is about the seaweed. And I will say the seaweed is not great here, but as I always answer folks, I don't think it has anything to do with the resort. It's just the time of year, it's the current conditions. It really doesn't matter that much. I think it really just relies on how well does the hotel do at picking it up. And you can tell they make a really active effort here, but transparently the seaweed right now, not fantastic. They do have the ocean sort of buoyed off, so I think that helps to keep a lot of it out. Just can only do so much. Still really loving the space down here on the beach.
As I'm getting ready for dinner, I'll tell you a little bit about all of the restaurant options, which there are quite a few on this property. I was expecting less, only because it's kind of a small property, it feels like, but they have a lot of options. Also don't do getting ready with me videos, so no judgment and sorry. Our main tip for the restaurants is really around dinner time, so it gets really crowded around 7 p.m. So plan accordingly. You can go early, go late, or if you like a crowded restaurant and you want to wait and hang out, you can do that too. Oh, you're behind me. Had to find the baby. For options, there are several. So you have, it's challenging with a baby. Come here, you can't go there. For options, you have the Italian, which we've heard is the most popular, more crowded. Then you have the steakhouse. That one's kind of out by one of the pools. You also have the seafood place. That's also outside by the pool. There's El Patio, which is the Mexican restaurant. That's what we've already had. And then, what's the last option, bud? Then there's also a French restaurant, but that is adults only, so we did not make it. We're not doing the babysitter service. Jordan's joining us for every dinner, chowing down. There's also a buffet, so that international buffet where we've been going for breakfast is open for breakfast, lunch, and dinner. And then finally, there is a Japanese place, but unfortunately it's closed for remodeling, so maybe by the time this video gets posted, it'll be back and open. Jordan doesn't want to get dressed because the Japanese is one of our favorite places usually when we're on these properties. I have been pleasantly surprised by the food. It's been really good. And not that I was expecting bad food, but it has been delicious. We've enjoyed every single meal that we've had so far. And also the restaurants are just so well decorated. I love the themes that they have throughout. It's very new and modern feeling. And there's a lot of variety when it comes to the menu options. So we've thoroughly enjoyed the food part, which sometimes resorts unfortunately miss, and so it's nice to be at a place that's really hit it on the mark. All right, I'm gonna finish getting ready so we can go to the steakhouse tonight for dinner. There are a few bar options if you're looking for a drink. There are, of course, several by the pool and the beaches, but they also have a bar up here in the lobby, which is a great place to hang out in the evenings. And then there's a sports bar that's indoors, has air conditioning, but it's kind of just a boring room with a TV in it. And then, of course, you have the preferred club that we don't have access to. And then of course there is the preferred lounge that we don't have access to, but it is indoor and air conditioning. They do have a bar menu up here in the lobby bar, so if you're not sure what you want to order and want some recommendations, definitely pop up here to see that. And then my number one tip that I've heard so many people mess up on this trip is to ask them for a specific type of liquor, because if not, you're going to get bottom shelf and you're going to feel it the next day if you're drinking a lot. So ask them for a specific type and they'll give it to you.
In the distance, you can hear the Samba show, which is tonight's entertainment. They've had some pretty good shows every night. We also saw like this pop show. We saw some fire dancers, and this is like the early entertainment. After this, they have karaoke. They've had like DJ dance parties. They've had silent discos. So if you're here to stay up all night and do your thing, there's a place for you. And I think this is where we're gonna close out the night because midnight is not on our menu for this evening. So we're gonna head back to our room and we'll see you in the morning.
Hopefully this video helped you when looking at Dreams Riviera Cancun, and if you're trying to decide between resorts, we have plenty of other videos posted on our channel.
Also, feel free to ask any questions on anything we missed. Otherwise, we'll see you on the next adventure.
Don't forget to like and subscribe. Hi, buddy. He likes it. Yay!